Alrighty. So I was going to test out, smelly dog food. Ow, stabbed myself in the eye. Okay, come here, duck. Come here. Sit. That's a good boy. I've got it very awkwardly placed inside of a tree. So I was going to test out this new camera I got, the Sony Handycam FDR-AX53, I think is what it's called. But apparently my memory card is already full on it from the little bit of video I took the other day of the kids going for a dog walk. Fenris, I know. My husband and the kids are over playing in the playground over there, and Fenris gets very anxious when we're not all together. Over here. Sit. Anyway, yeah, so I think I said this in the last vlog, but I had been looking at, looking at cameras, and I was looking at and of course there's like non-stop planes. I was looking at the Blackmagic Pro Pocket whatever, but it's a modular camera, meaning even the base, you are so noisy, even the base is like $1,000 something, and then you have to get the lens and the battery and the viewfinder and all this other stuff, and like just going with the basic but decently recommended stuff was like $3,000. And I was just like, as much as I love videos and video making, I have already put so much money into gear that just putting $3,000 just in a camera alone, when YouTube deleted my other channel, would be foolish. So instead I got this thing, which was $1,000, has pretty good reviews, supposedly takes 4K video, so that's what I was going to test out. But hush, it's okay. They're right there, they're fine. Okay, Daddy is there, Daddy is watching them, they're okay. Anyway, hush, it's okay. He is the most anxious dog. He has always been just a ball of nerves. He's finally chilling out. He's finally chilling out a little bit at 6 years old. He had separation anxiety so bad when he was a puppy that he destroyed a carpet. He destroyed the whole floor in a spare bedroom that we had put him in so that we could run to a friend's house for New Year's and like say hi to everybody, and then come back in like the span of 2 hours. He had completely destroyed the carpet on that floor. And we also had a neighbor call animal control on us one time because he was screaming, scream whining. And they knew that it was him. Like, they knew the situation. They knew that he had separation anxiety, but they were dicks, whatever. But yeah, so he like trembles at the sight of anything like a bike or a. But anyway, so I've just gotten used to basically always having to have someone at home. Otherwise he freaks out, which is why it was beneficial that when my parents moved in, they basically never leave the house anyway. And of course my mom's dead now, but my dad still doesn't really ever leave the house. He'll go for like a really short walk to the block, and he won't take the dog and he won't take the kids because he's too nervous about like getting knocked over or something. Anyway, so what was I going to talk about? So it's nice today, which is good. It's been raining a lot, and it's supposed to rain again tomorrow, which that's Portland. I mean, I can't complain about the rain. It's just frustrating trying to keep the kids entertained and out of my hair. Like a week ago, I went on meetup.com and I just started signing up for all these things that I was going to try to make. And so far it hasn't been very satisfying. Like one, I think I already talked about this, but one I went to that was advertised in the 20s and 30s adventure group or whatever as a digital after-work networking thing or whatever. Turns out it was something being advertised on all sorts of board, definitely not 20s and 30s. And it ended up being like almost entirely middle-aged insurance agents, all like trying to sell us insurance or whatever. And it was just, it was not what I was hoping. I mean, I was still nice and I talked to them, but I was just, I was not making friends in there. And then yesterday there was supposed to be an art showing or whatever, and I wasn't even going to show art because they already had a bunch of people suggesting. I was just going to like go and support people and try to, you know, make friends with other artists. And somehow I never got sent the invite, and I don't know if it was an error or a snub or what. I mean, I don't even know these people, so it'd be kind of weird for a snub. So I ended up doing this other online thing where they were playing Jackbox online. One of them was streaming from the Twitch, and it was okay. Like it was decent. Like at least they were gamers, but they already kind of had a click going. And I admit I was pissed because they had a bot in the group, because it was like 7 people and you needed one more person. And every time it was someone else versus this bot, nobody would vote for the bot. But I was doing the one where it would pair you off and you had to do like lyrics, and you tried to do like the funniest or whatever lyrics. I thought mine were pretty good, and then the bots was like garbage because it's a bot, and they all voted for the bot. And I was just like, do they think it's hilarious? Like what? So yeah, it was a little frustrating. It reminds me of like just constantly struggling to fit in with friend groups and stuff like that, and then always sort of being treated like a pariah, because like I'd play I don't know if I have to yell. I just don't know. Well, I don't actually have to wear the mask because there's like nobody near me, but for variety, you know, not today COVID. I think it's reversed on the camera, but anyway, you know, I remember playing like Cards Against Humanity with people, and I would pick what I thought was like the funniest or whatever. Nobody would ever vote for me, and I guess I don't know. I guess I have a different sense of humor than a lot of people. So I'm glad when some people watch my videos and they say they're funny, because like I try to be funny, you know, when I'm not screaming and ranting. Even then I'm like sarcastic. But yeah, so I don't know. It wasn't very fun. I felt like they were, you know, I don't know. Anyway, so yeah, it's just been kind of awkward. And of course, the whole time, anytime I do these things, I'm trying to do them from the living room so I can kind of watch the kids too. You know, Matthew's home, but he's tired from work and not the most attentive. And so I try to watch the kids and do the stuff at the same time. I do the push to talk, because obviously, you know, otherwise it would constantly be the kids screaming and me yelling at them and everything. But you know, trying to like be active, be present, and be funny and everything at the same time that I'm like dealing with the kids throwing toys at the TV and fighting over things and everything, and just but that's the best I can do, you know. I just keep holding out for it to be safe to hire a babysitter again, which basically I'm just figuring once my dad gets his second shot, because it's gonna be like 2 or 3 more months before I can get vaccinated, and I need to go out and do things. Nothing crazy, but just like going to, like, I don't know, a stand-up comedy show at 25% capacity or something, you know. But it's just hard because there's Aiden running around. It's just hard because I don't want to ask my husband to do too much, because he gets really nasty really easily. And hi, Aiden. Come, you want to come here? Come here, Aiden. I desperately need to get some new pants for the boys, because Link can't, like, all his pants are either way too tight or they end at like mid shin, and so I have Aiden in the next size down. Hi, buddy. Hi. Don't step in the, oh my god, dog. It's just Aiden. It's just Aiden. Don't knock him over. The dog's acting like he hasn't seen Aiden in 12 years. Come here, Aiden. No, not you. Come here, Aiden. Dog. But yeah, these guys, you know, I love them, but they don't leave a lot of opportunity for socialization. And as I keep saying, it's, yeah, I'm recording. As I keep saying, it's hard to, no, don't touch it, please.
And see.
You can see.
Well, it's a tall tree.
Yeah, it is a tall tree.
Yeah, I'm going behind it.
You want to go behind it? Well, there's a lot of sharp sticks. I want you to be really careful you don't poke your eye out, okay?
Okay.
And don't climb it, because it's not really a good climbing tree. Ooh, your little heart is pounding. Are you sure you don't want to play in the playground anymore? See, they're so contrary. They're like, oops, you okay, buddy? Yeah. He falls down and he gets up. I'm okay. Anyway.
Back to play, Aiden?
Fenris.
Well, then I'll come with you.
Can't make up his mind. Doggy's so happy now. Family's together again. Hi. Want to show everybody your tiger mask? Whoops. Here. Oh, you want to take it off? No. Do not. Hey! Please don't.
Dog.
Please. They're going to knock the camera over.
It's gonna be fun to be.
Please don't climb that tree. Go climb that tree. That tree's better. See that one over there in the corner? It's got 1,000,000 branches. That one's better. I've been trying to record and the dog was like whining so bad. Oh, he's running around again. That's funny. I had him running a lot. I thought he'd be tired out. I used to back when my mom would take us all to my grandma's house literally every weekend, every holiday, just kind of obsessed. There was this little playground that was like a couple blocks away, and there was this tree, and I don't know what kind of tree it was, but it had very smooth, sort of not soft, but just not prickly at all bark, and it had pretty good, climbing trees, and it was my favorite thing to climb. And then all of a sudden it always had ants. So that was the end of that. A lot of the trees around here, they're either not really big enough to climb, or the branches don't start till like 8 feet up. But at the same time, being on the flip side of that now, being the mom, being the parent, there's definitely an element of like, oh God, they're gonna fall out and break their arm, or they're gonna fall out and, poke their eye out on a stick. So I'm better than I was, but I still definitely have this element of like, they're gonna get hurt. And I mean, sometimes they do. Link broke his collarbone when he was 2 years old. Aiden knocked his tooth out. Both of those happen at home. But, yeah. Really, when they were babies, that was when I was the most nervous, because Matthew would like toss them in the air, or, just like, and I'm like, please don't drop them. Like, oh, I know, I wouldn't. Every dad says, oh, I would never drop them, but sometimes they do. And then, but anyway, glad that they're not that fragile anymore. I see people with newborns, and it's like, oh, so cute, don't miss it. They're cute. They're tiny and they're cute, but the poop and the not letting you sleep and the wanting to be attached to your breast at all times, like, visiting babies is fun. Having a baby, not so fun. But anyway, so yeah, we're gonna come here. We're gonna be here a little bit longer. We're gonna go home, put the kids down. Since it's finally not raining, Matthew's really determined to mow the lawn. See, the thing is, he gets it in his head and he wants to, like, mow the lawn or something like that, and it becomes like the most important thing in the whole world. And like, if something prevents him from doing it, he gets really upset. I think that's autism. I think it's like change in schedule just makes him really upset. But you just gotta navigate them for what they are and accept them for what they are, because they're not gonna change. Hi, Link. How you going? How you doing? I made this mask. You want to show him the mask? It's kind of falling apart, but come here. I want to show him. Want to sit in my lap? No, you can keep wearing it.
No, I don't want to wear it.
Okay. This is one of the first masks that I made. No. Do not play with that camera. It's very expensive. Please.
What's in this?
My purse.
Can I see what's inside it?
There's nothing in it, Link. There's a tampon, because my period started today. There's my keys, which has my Legend of Zelda Minish Cap lanyard. Don't press the buttons, please. I actually got this at, what is it called? The fair, the Del Mar Fair near San Diego. There was a stand.
What else is in there?
A little tiny bag I made with some headphones in it, and my Zelda wallet that I've had for a while that I think I got through GameStop or where. Okay, that's enough. That's enough. Please leave my bag alone, okay?
What, is there one more thing?
No, there's nothing in there for you, Link. Go, here, take your mask, or I'll hold on to it. Go play with Aiden and Daddy. Come on, we're gonna go home soon if you don't play.
I'll play. I'm not going to bring it.
I get like 5 minutes max away from them, and then they're harassing me about something. Anyway, yeah, so I got this lanyard. There was a like little vendor stand right next to where the monster truck rally was going on, and I got this. And it's funny how you get an object and like instantly you remember, where you got it from. Man, I wish that, I wish that I could take these guys to a fair. At the same time, I mean, fairs are expensive and overcrowded. And I took them to one when they were, when Link was 2 and Aiden was a baby. And it was stressful because I was by myself. And, they were going in opposite directions, and Aiden wanted to be attached to the boob all the time and everything like that. I think it'd be more fun now. I guess we're fairly determined that we're going to go down to San Diego in October. Assuming, I'm at least vaccinated by then and there isn't like a huge resurgence with the various dangerous variants or whatever. Supposedly they just started testing the vaccine on 6-month-olds up. And I'm still like, as important as it is to be able to vaccinate the kids, I don't understand how that process is working, because the way that you test anything scientific is you have the control group and then you have the placebo group. It might be switching up the terms, but one of the groups is you give them the vaccine or whatever, and then the other one you don't tell them, but you don't give them the vaccine, and then you compare the results. And so that means for them, unless they're doing it a different way than that, that means signing up your kid for testing means maybe they're in the group that gets the thing, maybe they're in the group that doesn't, and if they're in the group that doesn't, you're basically like, here, catch COVID. So I don't know. I have to look more into how that's going. And with this vaccine, I'm very pro-vax, especially when it comes to preferably not ending up on a ventilator. But this vaccine was pushed through much faster than a lot of vaccines were. And it started under Trump, and I don't trust anything Trump touched. Speaking of Trump, and I just, I'm going to get it when I can, because, yeah, it's better than dying of coronavirus. But I am apprehensive about possible long-term effects that we just haven't accounted for. Now, this vaccine wasn't completely made out of nowhere. Supposedly, they've already been working on the mRNA version of vaccines for years now. It's just this one is specifically made for... Okay, just want to make sure the dog wasn't nearby. But yeah, so, it's not like they came out of scratch, but it is still something to just be aware of. I was reading about how since the election's over and everything, now the Russian bots are switching from election fraud, although there's, still going to be some of that. They got that snowball going anyway. Now they're focusing on pushing anti-vax conspiracies so that, the virus keeps on destroying. Man. So Republicans just passed a whole bunch of they've been trying to pass 500 plus voting suppression bills, not anti-voting, like they are trying to suppress the vote. And they just passed a bunch in Georgia already, including one that bans you from handing out water and stuff to people waiting in lines, which is a very racist addition, because white areas tend to have a really short wait. Black areas are the ones where they close, almost all the polls. So and they cut, early voting. That's another thing they did. They cut early voting in half. So black areas, people are waiting in line for 5, 10 all day, hours. And it gets freaking hot in Georgia. I mean, it gets hot everywhere eventually, but it gets hot out there. And it's a very racist, list addition, and that's how they do it. They don't straight up say like, oh, we're blocking blacks. It's, oh, we're gonna block all this stuff that just so happens to disproportionately affect people of color. Anyway, so last thing I was gonna say, and then I'm gonna go hang out with these guys. Passed some Trumpers yesterday. Ow, Link, you just yanked on my hair. Passed some Trumpers yesterday on the way to physical therapy. They were standing on the bridge over the highway. I know. Oh, you got some pine cones? No, don't throw them. Yeah, you can throw them that way. Anyway, there was like 5 of them, five or I don't think there was even 10, waving their flags. One of them was like Trump 2024, and the other one was he'll be back or whatever. You just laughed in my ear, Link. Can you go play and I'll be there in a minute, please? No, do not. Okay, fine. Tell them your very important thing.
So, by the way, what are you doing in there?
Well, right now it's just a camera. There's nobody there yet. I'm gonna put the video up later, and then they'll watch it. Okay. Anyway, so they were waving their little flags. One of them was old. I thought I heard my phone, and then I was like, wait, that's my phone. Anyway, one of them was Grandma H. Link. Please let me finish, okay? Please. I'll give you a don't lick my hand. Ugh. Link, if you go play with Aiden, I'll give you a cookie when we go home, okay? Okay, so go play. I have to bribe him. Only way I can get him to do anything is bribe him. I did start, I started a chart, and I'm like, 50 cents for going potty without fighting me or whatever. Sort of motivates them, but I think we're going to have to actually get them reward based on that thing soon. Otherwise, they're going to be like, wait, I don't care about check marks. Someone was like, do stickers. I'm like, stickers don't do anything. They don't care. Anyway, but yeah, one of them was like a grandma, ripe for dying of corona. And of course, none of them were wearing masks because they're scared of masks. Big, tough, Second Amendment free speech Trumpers are scared of masks. It was just weird watching them, I tweeted the other day, semi-sarcastically, I was like, if all these anti-mask, anti-vax Trumpers don't, all succumb to coronavirus by next year, karma isn't real, and Darwin is a hack. There's like one other thing. And I mean, it's semi-satirical, and, most people don't die of COVID. That is true. It's not 99.9% harmless like I still see these fucking Trumpers claiming in comments where it's just like, oh my god, you're so stupid. Most people don't die of it, and that is the good thing about all these vaccines is each one of them has had 100% success preventing hospitalizations and death, as far as I know. The uncertain part, the 70 to 90% or whatever, is catching coronavirus in the first place. But even when you do, it's usually more mild. So that is, right there, a very good reason to take the coronavirus vaccine. So even if you catch it, you won't die from it. But the other thing, as I've said, is long haul things. And today is the first day all week that my head hasn't been screaming at me. It still kind of hurts. I think something I did or ate or whatever triggered it, because, every time I read about other long haulers or whatever, they talk about something triggering and then all their symptoms get worse again. So, I need to write more down in my... Ben, you want me to take Fenris? Okay. Fenris, come here. Come here, dog. Come here, buddy. That's a good boy. Slobber everywhere. Hi. Ugh. Okay. Anyway, he loves butt scratches. What dog doesn't, right? That was his reward when back when he used to actually fetch sticks. Is he'd get the stick, he'd bring it back, and then I'd scratch his butt for a minute. What was I saying? Anyway, yeah, go get your vaccination if you can. Do look out for, I don't know, maybe recommendations on stuff you should do. Like some people say that the second shot is more intense, but as some good videos out there will explain, that means that your immune system is doing what it's supposed to. If you get a vaccination and you have no reaction, that means it probably got a dud. So, but yeah. Anyway, oh buddy, you've been scratching yourself. We gotta get. We've been getting Cytopoint shots every month or so, and it's finally helped a lot with the itching. But they're like $150 each. So. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Get your vaccination. I'll be doing my live stream in a second, but probably won't see this before then. And I don't know. Give your kids a hug. Your mask. Well, Link. What did I do with Link's mask?
Did he lose this?
No. Here it is. Okay. Here you go. No. Here. Okay. See you later.